Hey guys, Minuteman here, just doing a quick mini VOD of a game I played on stream the other day, and I was going to play today, but basically my computer, not my computer, the Riot servers are kind of taking a shit all over themselves, so while they're in the bathroom getting a clean pair of pants, we're going to go ahead and just show you a highlight. Now this was a game where my team was very far ahead, but because of some DCs, but they came back and started to win because of a couple pretty clutch Baron fights, where they either got my team aced and then got Baron, or stole the Baron. Now the second Baron was stolen, the first one was kind of given to them because my team got caught out of position. I'll fully admit I lost lane early because I lost my tower very early to a Vi and Jax combo, and from there I went a bad item build where I actually bought Tiamat into Hydra, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just sat on the Tiamat and sold it later. So right now, I'm actually pretty caught up in the game though because I'm 2-2 and 17. This whole game I pretty much have been kind of laming it out. I farm, I stay safe, I ward. Well, I don't ward, but I ward a little bit and then I use my Scrying Orb and kind of just catch people with assists. Now my ult I think has given me easily, I think 10 assists this game. Even though I haven't been in the thick of things, I'm doing pretty well. Jax, my counterpart here, was doing pretty good in lane, but he only has 1 assist. So right now, I'm just really far ahead in gold. Can I show the, what is the, I think I can show the other map thing. Yeah, here we go. I can just show the gold difference. I'm about 1,000 gold ahead of this Jax. And he has 3 more kills than me, but he's died 4 more times and doesn't have nearly as many assists. So basically, even though he's ahead in farm. So he's 18 farm ahead, and I'm still 1,000 gold ahead of him because of my assist thing. So I just wanted to show this as a way that, hey, here's how you affect the game late as GP, even if you lost lane, even if you, didn't dominate, even if you're not the one getting all the kills because we have a really good assassin combination with Fizz and Nocturne. This is kind of how you turn the game around in the late stages. As long as you farmed up right, and kept your head on straight, and didn't feed, you're good to go. So at this point in the game, we've got 3 Drakes. We kind of fought back with the Drakes. The only reason we're kind of still in the game is because we were so far ahead because they did have DCs. I think their MF and their Orianna were DC'd. So we're kind of just fighting, and they're sieging very well. Like, they even took our mid inhib. We haven't been able to get to their inhibs because their front line is just so good with Jax, Orianna shield on top of Vi and Fiddlesticks ult. So they're doing very well at getting in our faces, and we can't do a lot because we actually have a dive team with Nocturne and Fizz. We don't really have any dedicated tanks outside of maybe Thresh. I wouldn't even count him as a tank. He just does have a lot of CC. Regardless, the whole point of the game at this point is that they are pushing us in and we're on the defensive. They had Baron. It's gone now. But we're looking for a fight. We get one off on... this is what happens when you have Nocturne. He dives a little too early. We get a fight off on Misfortune, but the flash and everything... Oh, it wasn't Misfortune. I think it was... Fiddlesticks. No. Yeah, it was Misfortune. Try to get the fight off with the Nocturne ult. Doesn't work out too well. I'll slow this down a little bit. Fizz gets an ult off on Orianna. She's Anya's. Vi's going in first, so I decided to focus the Vi. At this point, I'm just doing it because I want to kill her before I move on to bigger and better things. So she takes a little while. She's a pretty big nut to crack. She actually lives. And then the fight doesn't go much better because they have Jax, MF, and everybody full health. So at this point, we're straight up losing. Now, I wanted to go more ham there, but I kind of decided, hey, my life's not worth this. They're gonna be strong. I don't want to die. They get another inhib, and that's really good for them. At this point, I thought they had won. To be completely and totally honest, I thought they had won. I thought, hey, we've lost the inhibs. They have Barons. They're strong now. We are absolutely screwed. But luckily, we kind of turn it around with a good fight a little later. I'm trying to just zone and like be aggressive to an extent. I'm trying to catch somebody here, do a good chunk of damage to Fid. Just want to play the minions, speed it up a little bit. Run around, do some more farming. And at this point, we're looking for... Nocturne goes in and just dies immediately. He went into 3 people and got absolutely murdered. So we're just farming up, trying to get strong, like I said. We're kind of rotating a lot, basically just getting ready for the next string of fights because we have 2 inhibs down. At this point, my team wasn't raging, but like, just like they were each... Me included. I was just saying, hey, stop diving, just let us go first. Noct goes in again. Doesn't get anything, so his ult's down. We actually catch a lot of damage, but nobody dies. I sneak in the back, and I actually get killed here. Because MF has a lot of damage, and so does Orianna at this point. So I got eaten up by Morel and Namicon, couldn't heal, died. That's actually only my 3rd death of the game, though. So at this point I realized, hey, I need some damage. I think I go back to the Ghost Blade. Not sure. Their team's doing pretty good. They kill him, they kill us. That's 3 dead. So pretty much at this point, I think the game's... Ooh, nice kill by Thresh, though. Killed Orianna. At this point, I think the game's over, because we haven't been able to actually get the MF. So they have a good little fight here. And at this point, also the Baron's coming up very soon. So now we get 3 inhibs down. Oh, we had 3 inhibs down. Yeah, 3 inhibs down. Nocturne goes in. I think he gets her here. Yeah, there you go. So he gets a kill on her. Oh, 2 inhibs down. Okay, so we had 3 inhibs down at some point. I thought the game was over because they have now surpassed us in gold. They are ahead. They have more towers. They're sieging our base. They have a good late game team comp with Fiddlesticks, Jackson, Vi, all juiced up. Oriana's very good. Our team is behind. So at this point, it's just a matter of not fucking up. Just stay strong. Be ready to fight. Don't mess around. He actually has surrender vote. I think Nocturne called it because he was just saying, oh my god. So we have this warded up, luckily, though. And we see them trying to start it because Jax obviously wants that because once they get the Baron, the game's over. If they have Baron this late, we are absolutely hosed. So I think we try to fight on it and we don't get it? I'm not certain. I'm pinging the hell out of this. No, their team is. Okay, so basically, I see them starting it, and I decide to try to zone out Oriana because she's one of the squishiest members. I get CC'd by all that combo there. Hold on, let me show you guys this. At this point, this is why Ghost is very good. Let me show you this. So I go in to try to see the Baron because we don't actually have a ward. Oh, we have one ward directly on the Baron. So I go in, I see Oriana. What I don't know is MF's coming from over here, and the rest of their team's quick to follow suit. So I just know that, hey, I've got to stop this Baron, because if they get Baron, we are screwed. So I just go in, I try to harass Oriana, get a nice little shot on her, does about half her health, but she gets a heal, and then they get the wombo combo of Oriana ult on top of Vi ult. I W the second I hit the ground from Vi ult, I ghost, I ult on top of it to try to save myself, and I grab the Thresh Lantern, so that's really good. So they basically just use 2 ultimates on me. Now, this leaves us the opportunity to retcon the Baron fight, start all over, because now we got Nocturne coming in with his ult, and we got Fizz coming in with his ult, so this goes pretty well, I think. We catch Vi, trying to kind of counter ward here. Thrust does a good job CCing her. I'm still here because I figure what I have to contribute is some damage at this point. We actually kill her because I got the, I think it was a red buff proc, yeah. Go in, get caught out by a Fiddle ult, I think. Yeah, he dies pretty quickly, thanks to Lucian. Nocturne dies going a little too ham against Jax in MF. But this is what I wanted to happen. I kind of went in here to try to get my team, get them to bait after me, because I'm pretty tanky. Because I have actually Frozen Heart and a Giant's Belt and a Tab Eye, so AD damage doesn't really affect me much. They're going to need Fiddlesticks or Oriana to kill me. Try to fight Jax, have the red buff, get it off, good fight, good fight. So even though the Jax was ahead of me in like the duelist way, this is just what it comes down to. GP, I think, is better than a lot of other champs this day, and I'm not saying he's better than Jax, but in a lot of ways, GP is better than many champs these days because he can kind of tread water, not die, and have a bigger effect on a fight than somebody like Jax who gets killed because he tries to go overzealous and like try to do too much. I just feel that's actually an applicable thing when you think about GP. So I have to go back and defend the base, kill some minions, they don't kill us. We're pretty stuck here though because we have the 2 minutes down. They're back up now. But here comes the big fight. At this point, I'm strong. I've got my 3 damage items. I've got Shiv, Ghostblade, and Trinity. Those are the basic 3 damage items. If you've got those, you're going to deal plenty of damage, and you don't really need to worry about getting more. You will get more as the game goes later if you have the opportunity, but having these 3 items is what you need. Because those 3 items, statistic-wise, they need 10% crit from the Trinity Force, 15% crit from the Ghostblade, 20% crit from the Static. You get a lot of damage. You're getting a lot of mixed damage. You get a Sheen proc in there. You get an active. You get some CDR from the Ghostblade and the Frozen Heart. You're looking strong. And it's just time to really just gear up for a fight. So I go back and I buy, I think I trade the Ninja Tab Eye for Merc Treads here. Let's see. I actually sell the Giant's Belt. I gotta buy something for it, right? Wow, I spent way too much of the time in the store. I think I was waiting on Merc Treads, if I remember correctly. No, actually, I think I was AFK. Oh no, I was waiting on Infinity Edge. Okay, that's right. I think I sold the Giant's Belt and I just said, okay, let me just get some damage. Let me just get some damage and be able to kill somebody. And that actually paid off pretty well, as you're going to see in a minute. So they've got really, really, really tanky team, just when you look at it. You've got Vi with Randuin's Banshee's Veil. You've got Jax with Randuin's Ninja Tab Eye Banshee's Veil. You've got Fiddlesticks with Randuin's. And did he have a... No, he didn't have a Zanya's. And then you've got Oriana with Zanya's, and she got the double Morel and Alcon and the Honey guy. So basically everybody but Oriana... but MF has an armor item, so I'm kind of in the rough here. But that's fine. So they want to siege mid, because they see that we have, open inhibs. So they just want to siege, and we have 2 assassins as our main line. So Jax is going to be the one going in first, Vi is going to be right behind him, and they basically want to get an Aurea Ball combo, hopefully, and if that works out, Fiddlesticks can follow up, and so can MF with her ultimate. So at this point, I played this kind of safer than I should have, but it worked out pretty well, because they had a pretty disjointed fight. We're kind of just zoning this out and trying to fight. Jax does a crap ton of damage, though, with this thing. We use the ultimate. It doesn't do much damage because it's Jax. We're kind of joking around here. I'd use that to pop her Banshee's Veil for the fight. I just want to pop that as soon as possible. I wanted to pop MFs. I'm eating a lot of damage because I don't have any MR for him the Orianna, but I have heal, so I'm okay. I'm okay to stick around. Even if Thresh lands a hook, we're in danger. So we wait for this, we wait for this, we wait for this. The Banshee's Veils are down. It's basically time to start something because we got Nocturne waiting to go in on the backside with GA. So we get the Nocturne ult in a really bad Orianna ult, even though she tried to use it on Lucian. We basically now have a free pass to kind of dive and go for MF because she's their main damage source. As you can see here, 18 kills. She's pretty much the only one worth a damn damage-wise. So we're going to dive her. Nocturne does the right thing. He goes in versus her. And notice the fact that she doesn't have any backup because we kind of she just used her ult on Lucian and he avoided it. And I'm in the back here. So right now we've got 3 people going in. We've got Fizz, Nocturne, and Thresh. Just kind of going in. Nocturne got the first dibs in the AD carry. I'll slow this down so you guys can kind of see it a little better. I use my ult here because I know Thresh is engaging with his CC on these 3 jokers over here. So I know if I ult here, it's going to be the best way to kind of split the fight up between two sides, with the Jax and Orianna over here, and the Vi, the MF, and the Fid wherever he goes. I use this here because I want to put it in the center of where the fight's going to be. So that plays. Fiddlesticks uses his ult over here on Nocturne. Nocturne's got enough damage to really get down a big chunk of deeps on the MF. She actually doesn't die. She gets away with a flash and a heal. And Nocturne had GA, so he got dove by the Vi and the Fiddlesticks. So luckily, at this point in the game, at this point in the fight, we're in pretty good shape because now the 2 carries from Lucian and me, I would say I'm a carry at this point in the game, we're at the back. Lucian survived Orianna's burst, even though she pretty much has a full item build at this point. And Nocturne used his GA smartly by just kamikaze diving and forcing the Fiddlesticks to ult him. So now as I come in on the backside, Jax doesn't have enough damage to 3v1 or really burst down Lucian with all his dashes. So basically at this point it's just a matter of who can we kill. I get the kill on Orianna with a lucky crit from my Q. And then I immediately turn on Jax because there's 3 of us here and he's the closest person I can mess with. Fiddlesticks goes in, gets killed by Fizz, and now Fizz I think dies to Vi because she's very strong. I go over here to try to catch MF out because she actually turns and dunks on Lucian pretty hard because that is some crazy damage. She just did 711 damage with the Q, I think. I killed the Jax with a double crit. I think I Q'd him and then auto-attacked him. Nocturne comes back up. I think he dies to Vi also. Fizz, I don't think dies, actually. We catch MF out, go over there, get the easy. Bam, bam, bam. 3-shot. Vi killed, oh, Vi didn't actually kill anybody. So she goes on him, so I got a triple kill off of that. And turn on her, double crit. So, late game, once you've got these items, these are the main items, guys. Infinity Edge, Trinity Force, Ghost Blade, Shiv. You got plenty of armor pen, you got plenty of crit chance, you got plenty of damage. So we get that. And the whole point of that fight was just staying safe, knowing that nothing bad's going to happen, just being ready to fight when the time comes, and then catching out the stragglers when it happens. We helped split up the fight because we had 2 assassins. They split up the fight by diving the carry and then forcing them to use all their spells. I ulted. And we caught MF over here. We caught Jax over here. We caught, I think it was Orianna over here, like right near Jax. Like, we just caught them splitting up. There was... Fiddlesticks was over here with Vi. Meanwhile, Jax and Orianna are over here, and MF ended up from here to here. So with your ultimate, suppressing a certain amount of, like, the team over here, you were able to split the team up and do some big damage. And at this point, I think we kind of just win the game by being stronger. I think we kind of, just farm up mid. I was kind of fast, as you guys can see. Just we go mid, tank up the tower, kill it, get that tower. I think we rotate over to this one here. Yep. That's 2 inhibs down. At this point, we back and get our, game's pretty much over at this point. We back up and, not over, but, we back up and do this because we know they're going to go for Baron or something else. Fizz goes mid, actually gets, Fiddlesticks. Jax gets dueled. Oh, actually, let me show you guys what happened. I don't even know. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, that's right. MF was farming mid. 1708 damage. Okay, she was farming mid, and Fizz shows up ready to shit their lunch. Just like the boss he is. So he gets off the full combo, I think. I'm not sure. Gets off the ult. Yep, gets her with that. Flops on top of her, you're dead. And then he's going to basically spend the rest of this time. It's a pretty good escape, really. I think they're doing Baron, so I'm thinking that. He's dead to rights, right? Like, he's got the Morello Namicon on him. She's going to get the Q off. Nope. Ults him. And actually does get him. Okay. So while that was happening, me and Lucian, we got the deeps. He's got full damage. I've got full damage. Except for my, frozen heart and whatnot. I think I sold, yeah, at this point I sold the Ninja Tab to get the Mercury Treads, because I have enough armor from the Frozen Heart. I'm still rocking... How much armor? So we just engage right now. I just decide to ghost and go for this bitch. I want to force her to use her spells on me, and she does. Just say, hey, we're gonna flank you around here. We've got creeps and everything. We kill you. We already killed your carry. We already killed your Jax. It's over. So So we kill them, then we kind of rotate back into the base. I think we finished up. So that's kind of the upside. I think the GP guys, this game kind of just turns into a clusterfuck of ultimates in the base right now. They don't have enough to kill us. They kill enough people, I think. But I think we just turn around and end it right afterwards. Yeah, we're going to show them in the back here. Wait for the minions to come in. Get the crit on Jax. Still fighting, still fighting. Lucian's doing damage. Get some big damage off on Vi with Lucian's help, and that's the game. So I think this is just kind of a microcosm of why I like GP, is because even though he's not the one getting all the kills, like I've got 18 kill Fizz, I've got 12 kill Lucian, I've got 15 kill Nocturne, even though he's not the guy doing the most damage or dominating the game from a solo like lane point of view, when you play somebody like Jax, you're taking the risk that since you're melee range, and since you're exploitable by mages and by CC and by stuff like Jax got killed by a Lucian who outgrew him. That can happen. On GP, that doesn't happen as much because he has the range advantage, he has the power advantage, and he has the ability to still be strong as long as he farmed up. At the end of the day, I was really ahead of Jax with farm, I was really ahead in team fights because I got 22 assists to his 8. I don't know if you realize that it's almost 3 times as many assists as the guy because of my ultimates and stuff. So, there we are. Just thought you guys might want to see that. Let me get rid of this stupid shit. Thank you for watching. VOD out.